I'm Richard Southern in the 680 newsroom. A major sell-off for marijuana stocks on Bay Street today after it was reported that the U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is planning to go after legalized marijuana in the states. The Associated Press reports that Sessions is planning to rescind an Obama-era policy to not challenge state laws that allow people to use pot for medical or recreational use, while a number of U.S. states have legalized marijuana, including California just this week. The drug remains illegal on a federal basis. So again, we saw a big sell-off for the pot stocks on Bay Street. I wanted to find out what some of the executives in that sector were thinking. I just got off the phone with Cam Batley, the Executive Vice President at Aurora Cannabis.
This decision by the Trump administration is likely to cause uncertainty and confusion and potentially uneven application of the law. At the same time, it's an odd situation in that this is something that will likely actually be good for Canadian cannabis companies.
Why?
It's likely that this decision in the U.S. will drive more investment and more investors to leading Canadian cannabis companies.
Right, although that's certainly not what we saw today. Cam, do Canadians have any reason to be worried about their investments in cannabis companies?
We always tell investors that they should consider all cannabis stocks, ours included, to be on the speculative end of a balanced portfolio, simply because the track record of the cannabis sector is so short.
So Mr. Batley trying to put a good spin on this. Jeff Sessions, the U.S. Attorney General, he's compared marijuana to heroin in the past. Big day for stocks overall. The Dow Jones Industrial Average on Wall Street hit the 25,000 point mark for the first time, and it's been straight up like a rocket for the Dow. Look at this. It was January 17th of last year that the Dow hit 20,000 for the first time. March, when it hit 21K, 22K in August, 24,000 in late November. And now, January 4th, here we are at 25,000. All-time highs today for some big-name companies, among them Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Alphabet, the Google parent company, along with Microsoft, eBay, MasterCard, and Visa. The Trump tax cut expected to boost corporate earnings in the States. That's giving investors a lot of appetite to buy. The TSX here in Toronto is close to an all-time high as well, although it has not done nearly as well as Wall Street has. Interesting news, meantime, out of Iceland. The country has become the first to make it illegal to pay men more than women. Under the new legislation, companies and government agencies with more than 25 employees will be required to prove that they have equal pay policies. If they can't, there'll be big fines. The legislation was supported by the entire country's parliament, which, by the way, is almost an exact 50-50 mix of men and women. Right, down meantime in Orlando, Disney is doing away with the do not disturb signs on its Disney hotels and replacing them instead with room occupied signs. This is to allow Disney's housekeeping and maintenance staff to enter the hotel rooms on a daily basis. Of course, they say they'll knock to announce their presence first. The changes come after that tragic shooting at the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas last year. Hilton Hotels enacting a similar policy as well across their North American properties. Right, at McDonald's, what's old is new again, it seems. The Golden Arches is bringing back one of its most expensive failures ever. The Arch Deluxe. Remember this? Remember these old commercials from the 90s? McDonald's spent like $200 million advertising the Arch Deluxe, which was supposed to be a sophisticated burger, but it flopped and it fell off the menu pretty quickly. But now the fast food chain is testing what it calls an Arch Burger made with fresh beef at some of its restaurants. It's also bringing back the Arch sauce. No word on if Canada's going to get this yet. They test these things out first. At the gas pumps, we're expecting a move higher coming up tonight. The price of oil's at a 2.5-year high, so it's starting to be reflected on the gas pump. Going up 2 pennies at midnight tonight to an average of $1.03.9 a liter. That means we'll be paying about 9 cents more than we were a year ago. In the 680 newsroom, Richard Southern, City News.